if we go back to PubMed, we see that PubMed is automatically putting an and in between all of our keywords. But do we need both exercise and mindfulness in every article we find? Would it be okay if maybe some were just about stress and exercise and others maybe were about stress and mindfulness? Right? We think that would be okay? Okay. Well, I like to think about Boolean operators like a little bit of math, kind of like order of operations back in algebra. So if we add our parentheses, right? So we want exercise or mindfulness. So now we can get residence and stress and exercise, or residence and stress and mindfulness, right? And we can even add ands in there if that helps you think about it. So we have residence and stress and exercise or mindfulness. And we'll just make sure those are all capitalized. We click search, and now we have 125 results. So that made a big difference, didn't it? So that's one of the things you really have to think about with PubMed, is what terms you're using in between your keywords. But then maybe we can start to filter that information too. So maybe we want articles from the last 10 years, which gets us down to 74, so looking even better. Maybe we want articles written in English, right, so we can actually read them. So right here you see we're filtering for publication dates, species, text availability, but there's also this nice show additional filters, and that's where we can find the filters for language. If you wanted to filter by age, maybe, we can show all of those. So now you have the options to click, okay, I only want English. We could add an age limit since most residents are probably 19 plus years, but it's not really relevant to this search, so we won't stress PubMed out by making it filter more for us. Now we have 69 results, which is pretty great. So you can start to look through the search results. It's highlighting those keywords for us, which is kind of nice. We can see where it's pulling those things out of. Not looking too bad. Ooh, but look at 9. See, we're pulling up elderly nursing home residents. Is that the same kind of resident that we mean? No, right? We were looking for resident physicians. So when we see this residence all fields, we don't see the mesh, right? So it's not pulling up that medical subject heading, which is a little sad. We want to find the subject heading so that we can get all of the different synonyms. Maybe things are listed as intern for first-year residents, or listed under residency instead of residence. So we can actually search for a mesh term instead of searching PubMed. If you click the little pull-down guy over here, they're alphabetical, so we'll just find mesh, and then we can clear out everything else because we just want to find or search for residents. So we'll go ahead and click search. And you see here it's pulling up 4 different options: wandering behavior, group homes, SPRU, and community health workers. I don't think any of those are what we're looking for, are they? So this is an opportunity for us to brainstorm synonyms. So I think before I said residency, so let's see if maybe that can pull up a better, yeah. So internship and residency, and then we can actually click on that mesh term and see what that's being defined as. So programs of training in medicine and medical specialties offered by hospitals for graduates of medicine. So that sounds what we're looking for, right? Which is really nice. And then if we wanted to find subheadings, like maybe we're specifically interested in education within internship and residency, or we're looking specifically at maybe trends, you can always choose to filter those things by just clicking the box. Which, with something like internship and residency, we may not use those, but maybe if we're looking at a really broad topic like diabetes, and we only want things on treatment, we'd want to find that treatment subheading, right? And then you can also restrict to the major mesh heading here as well. So if you want internship and residency to be one of the main foci of the article, so instead of just being mentioned in passing, like maybe somebody who was stressed was cared for by a resident, well, that's not really what we're looking for, right? So we can make that a major topic and then just click add to search builder, and then it just pops in the box for us. And now you can see we have the MAJR instead of mesh right here. That's just showing it's a major topic. So then stress was doing the same thing with that all fields, right? Or that stress journal. So if we go ahead and look for stress as well, you see it carried over our search term from before. And then we can start browsing through these and see if we can find the exact term that we're looking for. So it looks like stress psychological might be in the right area. Let's click on that one. Yeah. Not bad. So some of them have a lot more subheadings, like stress has a lot more than internship and residency, right? And then you can also see all the entry terms for what stress is being used for. So we have life stress, psychological stress, mental suffering, emotional stress. So it kind of sounds like the right thing. And you can also see where that's falling in the tree. So it's a behavioral symptom, we have stress, and even narrower than that, we have compassion fatigue. So right now we'll just go ahead and stick with stress. We can add that to the search builder, and here you get to choose what Boolean you use. So if we want and, or not. We'll stick with and for today. And click add to search builder. So then we can search PubMed, and that takes us back to searching for citations of articles.